The car's rolling. The car's rolling.
Jump in it.
How this event was captured on film is beyond me. It was just a normal day. I was going up just some highway roads in the mountains and having a great time with some friends, and it is crazy how a sequence of poor decisions fused together can compile into something quite catastrophic. And that is what almost happened to me and my Mazda Miata right here. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you guys quite an interesting story that you guys don't want to miss out on. Only 1.9% of you guys are subscribed to my channel. Just hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. It was filmed on a Corvette Z06 camera that my friend had. He was just recording the entire session. It's a funny thing to look back on, but still there's a lot of really important lessons you can take from this event. So after going around the canyons for some time, we thought it would be an opportunistic time to go and just park on the side of the road, enjoy the canyon views for a little bit, and didn't think much about it. So I went over to park my Miata, facing the beautiful mountains. It was actually, just so happened to be a little bit downhill that day, but nothing to worry about. I've parked there before several times. I wasn't too concerned. So I'm just out there chilling with my friends, maybe 50 feet from my car, and you'll see on the footage I'm showing you guys right now. The Miata starts to slowly roll down, but I couldn't tell at all yet. But danger was looming ominously over that car, and it was only a matter of time before it would start rolling down the hill towards the cliff, because about 150 feet down, you can see on the footage that there's a cliff right there. And yeah, so we're just chilling, and all of a sudden the Miata starts rolling, and I immediately spot this. My friend rushes to come help me out. So now we're wrestling this car back up the mountain, just the two of us. Is my car gonna roll off this cliff? All I'm trying to do is push that thing back up as much as I can. I know my friend is by the driver's side, so he's gonna go pull the handbrake, and we'd probably be fine. So he jumps into the car, he pulls the handbrake, and now we're all taking a breather. We're like, oh my gosh, what the heck just happened? So long story short, I think the Miata brake must have slipped because, of course, I was driving spiritedly, and those rear brakes are probably a little bit warm. So when you pull your handbrake, when your brakes are already a little bit warm, of course, I let the car rest for a little bit because you don't ever want to slam the brakes and keep them there at a standstill after racing your car. But I let them rest for a second, but still, those brakes were warm. So when you pull the handbrake and that heat fuses with the brake rotor, it's gonna cause that pad to slip, especially if it's a street pad, which was on my Miata at that time. So just a little bit of that slippage, and if you don't pull the handbrake hard enough, I probably pulled it just hard enough to lock it in place, but with the heat and the friction lowering with that heat, it's gonna cause the car to slip. Now I'm sharing this story with you guys because this could genuinely happen to one of you if you don't realize it. So think twice about where you're parking your car. Did you just go on a spirited drive? Is your car at risk of rolling down the hill? Potentially if the handbrake leaves. Make sure to put your car into gear. But thankfully, everything's alright. The Miata's in great condition. But definitely a story to remember and to not replicate again. There's going to be things that happen in your life, you know, and they're going to scare you a bit, but you really got to learn and grow from it, and that was definitely an experience that this event provided for me. So the message I want you guys to get from this video is, when you're out driving, think twice about how you park your car. Is it in the right spot, and could it potentially roll away? I know it sounds stupid and everyone should know it already, but you think I didn't know about it? And just when your guard's down and you pull the handbrake and you think you pulled it hard enough, but in reality you might have not, and then it's going to be at a situation where it's downhill, down into a cliff, and maybe you're distracted and you don't see your car rolling down the hill to its demise. Thankfully, we spotted it quickly and we took care of the situation. But still, a sequence of events like that could happen to you, and Trust me, you might not think it would, but neither did I think it would happen to me. So just be smart, be conscientious, and you'll probably be fine. It was quick reaction on my part that solved this issue, and it ultimately didn't end up being anything crazy. Everything's all right, no one's dying, nothing terrible happened, but you need to act quickly if something like that happens. So I just want you all to just understand that, your little lesson of the day of just to be knowledgeable of how you're parking your car, and secondly, be prepared to resolve any situations that come up quickly. Alright, well that's gonna do it for today's video. I think it's time to go on a ride on the Moto Guzzi, so I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.